And with part 5, yeah, for what if Deku was Ant-Man into it. So last part, Deku just got out of the USJ. It's all done. And last part, Deku's got home. He's been working on a new blade and like a grappling hook. And then so the next day, and Alan tells him, week's time we have the sports festival. They all start cheering. Nick says, "What's the sports festival?" And Zara says, "Well, oh, I'm sorry, I'm speaking too fast, you guys. I bet. Sorry." Zara says, "Well, it's where you show your quirks off the pros, and then they'll give you votes and choose that you go to a hero agency." They say, and then they're saying, "Oh, that's interesting." Then Rocco says, "Yeah, nerd. I'm gonna be the best, top of the best. No one else even try to beat me." Deku says, "How can you be the best if you're second best? You can't even beat me." Then Iboka saying, "What you say, nerd?" "I said you can't even beat me. So what you gonna do in the sports festival? Huh? Huh? Huh?" He said to Boko. Boko like, starts having smoke in his hands. He's like, "Damn nerd." And then Azar says, "Enough." And then Azar says, "We need someone to speak for us in Class 1A. So we're going to be choosing representatives." Then a bunch of them say, "Why don't we choose Deku?" Then Deku saying, "What? Why me? You're always kind, sweet, most of the time." But then Deku says, "No, we should choose Ida. In the USJ attack, he helped tons." But then Floppy and Miller said, "Deku, you took most villains out and you went super big and you saved us." And pretty much Momo and others as well. And then Deku says, "Well, I guess, but I still think Ida." But most class was thinking about Ida. So they voted Ida, but second in command would be Deku. So in 2 weeks, Deku, let's skip halfway through the day. It's lunch, and Deku just finishes lunch, he's walking out, but then he hears a bunch of students, just, the boy says, "Trying to get ahead of the competition, are we?" And then, what was his name? Is that the guy when you say something to him, he takes over your mind? Oh, no, I was called mind. I'm just gonna call him mind reading. The guy with the mind control quirk looks over and he sees Broccoli go, and Broccoli's like starting to shout at everyone, but then when the copy quirk says, "Oh wow, look, you want all class A's. Boo-doo. Do you really think that you can beat us?" He starts laughing, but then Deku just walks over. Then he unleashes a lot of bloodlust. "What you say, you blonde part of crap?" Then he said, "Who are you?" Then he said, "Top the class of 1A. What do you think you can do to me?" Then he says, "Oh, try me." He copies Bokko's quirk, tries to explode Deku. It does nothing. And Deku says, "That's all you got." Deku punches him right in the jaw. He goes flying back into a wall, cracking it. And then they were, "Oh." And then Deku says, "Move for it to be the same to you." They all move out the way for Deku. But they start crowding up the cafeteria again. And then the next day, and this is when they start training. So when Deku gets home, he says, "The grapple and my blade will be lovely and great for this tournament." So Deku goes to the lab straight away and starts making his grapple and fixing it. A week later, it's done completely, and and for the next week, he's been training, getting up his stamina. So if he has more stamina, he can go bigger and bigger. And then the sports festival comes. As Deku became first in the entrance exam, Deku's got to walk into the podium. Then Deku walks, and everyone's like really confused. Then Deku starts walking to the stadium. He says something really inspiring, saying, "I hope we all have the best we can. And do your best, everyone. Class 1A's rooting for you." And then they all start cheering for Deku. Deku does a grin. No one's just in the room saying, "Well done, son. Well done." They're all just grinning. Deku walks back into the crowd, and then Midnight comes out and just says, "We're gonna have some tests to do." And then she spins a wheel. And it says, "Wow, we got the run." I can't remember what it's called, so I'm just gonna go with the run. And then they'll go to that box. Okay. Deku's thinking, I probably could outrun these guys. I've got more stamina than most people. Well, a lot more. And then Deku's thinking, but I go small. Deku thinks that Deku goes really small, and then he jumps on someone. He jumps on Todoroki. He's just hanging on to like his shoulder. So the whole thing begins, and Todoroki frees everyone on the ground, yeah? And then Todoroki is running. And then Todoroki can hear like a little breath, like, what's that? No, never mind. Then Todoroki sees the 0 pointers. And then Deku says, oh, they're big. And he's still on his shoulder. Then Todoroki swings his right arm, freezing them all. But Deku fell off. Then he says, oh well. Deku goes really big. I say big as the 0 pointer. And everyone's like, whoa. Also, Deku's wearing his hero costume. It's not his mask. Deku's just walking over things. He's just so big. And we're like, what the hell? Where the hell did he come from? Deku starts walking really big. And that lady's seen him. And then she says, Ant-Man? Death Farms and Tree Man say, you really think that's Ant-Man? Then he sees his costume. That's Ant-Man. How did he know? What? They're really confused right now. Mount Age is flabbergasted. What? Deku starts walking. He's at the minefield already. They're starting to explode, but nothing's happening. They're exploding, yeah, but nothing's happening to Deku. Because his suit's kind of fireproof thanks to Bakugo. He thought, yeah, he'll do some tinkering with the suit. So he's just walking through it. And he says, this is taking too long. And then Deku's got a plan. A really good plan. Deku starts running really big. Then he goes really small. He goes flying. And then he goes back to normal. Just outside the gate. Deku runs through. At blinding speeds. Faster than the human eye can even see. Then Betamax says, we got a winner. Then he says, Izuku Midoriya. And then everyone just looks down and they see him and they start cheering. And then I'm going to say Todoroki was second, Bakugo third, and the rest doesn't really matter. And then so let's get into that Cavalry. Deku's choosing some people because he can just go really big, and everyone just says, oh yeah, actually no. Midnight spins the wheel and she just Cavalry and say, Deku's got 10 million points. Everyone just looks at Deku, but then he just adds a lot of bloodlust. All just start looking away. And then Deku says, yeah, I thought so. So Deku's thinking, oh, Rucker? Yeah, Rucker. Just original team, pretty much. But instead of doing that, Deku's saying, I got the pink-haired girl's like showing them with her her babies, technically her machines. And then Deku says, I got a plan. He hands his headband to Rucker. Put this on. Rucker's on his back. And all the others are waiting on his back. And then it says, go. Deku says, hold on. Deku goes in the back. They go really big. And for the whole, Bakugo tries to get up to them and get them because Deku just goes really big. Bakugo tries to grab them, but Deku just swats him away like a little fly. And then it's like, ooh, that's gonna hurt. And everyone's like, yeah, definitely. Bakugo's falling at rapid speeds, but he gets catched by his team. And it's the end of that round, but now it's the combat round. And now, all the other ones don't really matter. So now it's, well, but actually, they do matter, just they're mostly just not the same. I mean, they're mostly just the same. So it's Deku versus Mind Control guy. The Mind Control dude tries to speak to Deku, but nothing happens. Because Star's telling him in his helmet, she's warning him. Like, don't speak, sir. He's got Mind Control quirk. She's telling him all about his quirk, but then Deku just starts walking. Then he goes small, and he's like, where'd they go? Deku runs up really close to him and punches him in his little form, and he goes flying out the ring. And then Deku goes big. Nice quirk, pal, but it's not really that good if no one speaks to you. And he says, oh, damn. He says, how do you know my quirk? And he says, I just analyse things. And he says that. And then it's him versus Todoroki? Yeah, Todoroki. Todoroki says, you're never going to beat me, Deku. never. And Deku saying, bring it on then. Todoroki launches a bunch of ice beams at Deku. Deku goes really small and just starts running against them. He's like, damn. He starts making massive ice pillars around, just trying to hit him. And Deku goes back to normal. And he says, he's like really close to him saying, gotcha. But then Todoroki's just getting his memory, but then he's saying, I want to learn to summon like you. He activates his fire blast and Deku back. And Deku said, nice. Deku goes saying, I might actually have to do a challenge. Deku goes big as like Mount Lady. He starts throwing punches at Todoroki's eyes. Todoroki's trying to use that fire move against Deku. Deku puts his arms up. Deku was about to go out the ring, but then he said, I won't lose. Not yet. Deku goes really small. And then he does a backflip. He goes really big. Then puts his hand up in the air and just grabs into the ring. He didn't go to the ring. He's like, his hand's like up. I mean, his whole body's like up in the air. He's just bouncing on his hand. He goes medium and then he falls back into the ring. So Todoroki's out cold. Hates that attack. Well, not attack, then Deku says, it's over! Mount Punch! Todoroki goes flying into the wall. Massive craters and cracks everywhere. That says, oh, that's gonna hurt. Todoroki, Izuku Midoriya wins! Midoriya Star wins! They all start cheering. Then it's Deku vs Bakugo. Then Bakugo says, not gonna beat me, nerd. Then Deku says, try it, boy. Bakugo gets really mad. He throws explosions after getting really close to Deku. There's nope. Deku goes really small. And this is the funny part about it. Deku just jumped under Bakugo's small form, yeah? And then he just goes really big. He's like, ah! He goes back to normal. Deku goes back to normal. Bakugo falls to the floor. They say, I thought you'd learn by now, Bakugo. You can't sneak up on me. Then Deku goes really big when he's off him and then grabs him. And then he chops him out the ring. Bakugo tries to save himself with an explosion, but nothing's working. It's actually just making him go out faster. Then he says, damn! And lands out the ring. And then it's up to the stand. So it's Deku, Bakugo. Deku's first, Bakugo's second, Todoroki's third. And then it's the internships. Well, that's the end of this video now. So bye.